And are we on? Are we on? Am I alive? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Konwiki! Hello, everyone! It's been a while. I'm back. Surprise, right? I'm pretty sure all of my 3 fans out there, they are not my friends watching this, thought, oh my god, he surely is dead this time. No, I'm alive, and I'm, well, hello. It's been a while. If you don't know, I'm Wiki the Weeb. You can read in the freaking title of the channel, right? It's been okay, guys, hear me out. It's been a while since I did something like this. I don't remember how to properly interact with the public. Okay, the last time I had to interact with someone, it was in Japanese. Okay, I don't remember how to speak English properly anymore. I don't remember. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm here. We are fine. We are happy. Yes. Okay. Hi. Good night for everyone. Hope you are having a good day. Hope you had a great month since the last time I uploaded anything on the channel. Hope you enjoyed your life. And we are back. Hello, my friendo. Hello, my friendo. Giredit. So, what are we doing here today? What's going on? Where are we? What the hell is going on? Well, it's that time of the month again. I mean, not the month. The time of the season again. We are a little bit late today. I'm sorry, not today. We are a little bit late this time. But that was because, well, I kind of was on a trip. I was on vacation, you know? I was on vacation from my job. I was on vacation in the land of the weebs, the Japan land. And I didn't really have time to prepare for stuff like this prior to this week. I could have streamed last week, but I didn't have any voice because I completely destroyed my throat in Japan. So I had to wait some time before I could actually record anything or even stream. That's why we took a little longer to actually get to this point. But we are here, and it is time once again for us to judge this season. If you are new here and you don't know the gist of this yet, we go through every single anime that is about to air in the upcoming season. This time will be the summer season of 2023. And we're gonna just basically rank everything based entirely on the synopsis. Thank you, cell phone. We're gonna rank everything based entirely on the synopsis, on the expectations, and see if we can predict what will be truly the worst and the best stuff from the next season. So without further ado, let's get to it. Let me just check stuff here. I think everything is fine. I hope everything is fine. I believe everything is fine. So, as we did again, and if you don't understand the rating here, obviously best is best, good is good, fine is fine, bad is bad, trash is the one that we care about, trash is the worst ones, and mid, although common knowledge nowadays thinks mid is worse than trash, the only reason why mid is down there is because of common knowledge. Mid are the animes that I believe will not leave any kind of impressions on anyone. It are just the animes that are airing. No one will talk about them. No one will care about them. Maybe 1 or 2 people will actually acknowledge this anime existed. And after the season is over, no one will remember the anime ever existed unless the opening of the anime appears in AMQ. Those are the mid ones. They are not our focus here. Our focus is the trash bin. The trash bin is where all the juicy stuff is. So without further ado, let's go to the list of this season. I need to remember how to properly move around Streamlabs and my PC. I forgot everything. But here we are. Season! So, what do we have for this season here? The summer season? Given I already kind of looked through the stuff we're gonna have in this season, we are not in the same way I usually am here. I'm not completely blind. I didn't just look quickly to know 3 animes to throw in the thumbnail. This time I actually did a little bit of quick searching before doing the stream because I don't want the stream to have 4 hours, you know? Every single one of these streams has between 3 and 4 hours. I don't want the stream to be that long. Because, you know, I kind of want to have dinner early this time. I always end up getting dinner after midnight when we do these streams. I kind of want to do this a little bit early. So I did a little bit of prior research. And also this season is a little bit simpler than the ones we had prior. Because compared to the current season, compared to the spring season, this one is mostly being held by sequences. So, the first thing we have here is Jujutsu Kaisen 2. I mean, it's Jujutsu Kaisen. We don't have much to talk about it. Let me just grab images here. We just need to grab the image here, really. What I think about Jujutsu? Well, I know sometimes my opinions are really similar to what one would expect for, I don't know, ah, oops, an elitist to have. I am pretty aware that my opinions usually go along those lines. But hear me out on this. I know the hype for Jujutsu. I know everyone loves Jujutsu. Oh, the battling, oh, and Gojo, and yada yada yada, all that stuff. I don't hate Jujutsu. I think Jujutsu does a great job as a shonen, does exactly what a shonen should do, but I don't think Jujutsu does anything else other than that. So honestly, I know the hype for this thing will be quite high, but I am aware that this season, as far as I was told by close friends, so if you want to blame someone, we're gonna blame my close friends. But I was told that the season that will be adapted this time will be a season focused mostly on flashbacks, not flashbacks, but focus on, the past, not current stuff. In the same way that Turn Back the Pendulum was for Bleach. And let's be honest, flashback arcs, if I even can call them like that, I don't think that's a proper term, but the arcs talking about the past are not exactly the main carrier that an anime has, especially shonens, right? They are important to fill us up on story. They are important to, give us more of a background for some characters and stuff like that. But they are not usually that amazing. So I honestly don't think, as much as people will hype the ever living shit out of this thing, I don't think this arc specifically will be something that I would call the best of the season. Of course, I am open to changes, and I am pretty sure I might not be right. But as this is a flashback thing, I feel like it will be good, but I don't feel like it'd be enough to be best, So I feel like Jujutsu will be just here for now. Now for the other ones. Oh god, I'm so lost in my own computer. The next one is Mushoku Tensei. I didn't I didn't watch Mushoku Tensei. I didn't watch Mushoku Tensei. Ah, people will cancel me. I will be cancelled. I just came back from vacation. I will be cancelled. Oh god, I didn't watch Mushoku Tensei. Don't blame. Okay, guys, I can't explain, guys. It's because don't judge me. Everyone knows why I didn't watch Mushoku Tensei. Everyone knows I didn't watch Mushoku Tensei because it was an isekai. I know. Mushoku Tensei is really good. Mushoku is not like all the other isekais. It actually has a good story and all the other stuff. I am aware. Okay, I know. I failed you. I am the weeb, weak the weeb, but I don't have all of the knowledge here. My week is incomplete. I didn't watch Mushoku Tensei, the most hyped anime of 2021. Yeah, 2021. Yeah. I didn't watch it. I'm sorry. I know I was supposed to watch this thing. I don't know for how long now. I mean, I know 2 years, but I didn't. I just didn't find the time. Okay, I should probably have downloaded this thing to watch in the airplane or something like that, but I forgot. Okay, so I don't know. I will not judge it because in an isekai, I know people will give me, will completely annihilate me if I say bad stuff about Mushoku just because in the isekai. So let's just say best and move on with our lives, okay? I will not say anything else. I will just believe what everyone says. People say Mushoku is good, okay? I will believe. I didn't watch. I should have, but unfortunately, just you know, not everyone is perfect, okay? Everyone can make mistakes. We are all human here, okay? Right? Now the next one. Okay, Masamune-kun Revenge. This is weird. This is honestly really weird. You might ask me, why, Wiki? Why you find this weird? Well, because the manga for Masamune-kun Revenge is ended, what, 4 years ago? 5 years ago? It's been really long since Masamune-kun Revenge manga ended. Like, let's see. Back. But I don't have the mouse that does that for me already. Here, adaptation. The manga is over since. Thank you, my anime list. Thank you. Yeah, that you were really useful for me. I have details for when I said I finish it. No, I don't. Okay, we don't know the proper date, but I am pretty sure it's been at least 4 years since Masamune-kun Revenge is over. I think that because I'm pretty sure I didn't read Masamune-kun after I finished college, and I finished college 5 years ago. So yeah, I feel like this thing can't be more than, I don't know, 4 or 5 years since last time it ended, right? Since the manga ended. And I find it really weird for them to decide to make a new adaptation now. Because, well, must be honest, I read the entire manga. And let me be honest with you guys, the ending was not amazing. I mean, it was not bad, but I guess it was okay. It was fine, yeah, the ending was fine. But I don't feel like this thing still as popular as it was when the first season came out for people to actually care for a new season. Especially taking into consideration that this will not be the full adaptation. There is no way this season alone can adapt the entirety of the manga that is still left. This will be adapting, I believe, only the school trip arc. That is an arc where they go to France and they meet a new girl. Her head got cut here, but it's the new girl they will meet there. That it's basically just a one-time thing. She will never appear again. But yeah, it's just weird. It's really weird that this thing got an adaptation now out of all things, because animes usually are made of an adaptation to promote the source material, and the source material is quite well over already. So yeah, overall, best, no way in hell. Good, maybe. Given what I remember from the manga, I honestly think it will be just maybe top of fine, bottom good, either one of these. I don't think this will be quite high. And it's just because it's betting anyway. It's just because it's okay, right? It's just, yeah, it's an arc in the anime that most people forgot existed up until seeing the trailer. So it just really, it feels really weird. It feels completely weird for this to be here. Even probably it will go higher depending of the quality of the adaptation, not even the source, right? Not story or anything like that, just animation overall. If it's really pretty, it might go a little bit higher. But I don't know. Masamune is weird, man. I still don't really understand why Masamune is here. Uh, Nexto. I should probably use my two hands. Here. Next one. We're talking about Bleach 2 seconds ago. Here we go, Bleach. The continuation of the Thousand Year Blood War arc. And I don't think this will be the last also. I believe they will need at least one more season to adapt the entirety of the manga. If they don't add new stuff or, I don't know, elaborate more on stuff from the manga. Which is something that this arc really needs in order to have a better storytelling. Because I learned my lesson since the last time we did this. I did my proper research. I was scouted. I was canceled for complaining about the quality of manga, the Bleach ending in the manga. I now am aware of all of the hardships that Kubo went through to finish the manga. But that doesn't change the fact that the ending of the manga was quite rushed, even though it was for a good reason, right? So, in order for this last arc to be good, be better, I feel like the anime would need at least 1 to 2 more seasons in order to properly adapt everything, to make everything have a nice pacing, everything be well animated, well developed, everything like that. So this arc most likely will not be the last. We're gonna have at least one more, probably. And I don't know up until where this will go. This arc is named a separation arc, so it will most likely be revolving between the fight of Ichigo and Uryu. Which is honestly not that well explored in the manga. It's not something that really happens a lot. They just kind of see each other in the other side of the war and stare a little bit, and then Ichigo goes out shonen protagonist mode crying about his friend going to the other side and stuff like that. And it will be entirely more focused on the battles that will happen now that the captains don't have their bankais anymore. That's the main focus of this arc, really. They will probably be finishing this prior to Wiki Habaka. I don't know how to pronounce the big boss name. Wiki Habaka, something like that, getting close to his objective or achieving it, and then the thing will be over. I don't know how far they plan to go with this season. But anyway, I feel like it will be either really good or in the best, just because, again, this will be highly carried by nostalgia factor, but also, given the first season, Pierrot is actually doing a really good job in this anime, which is quite surprising. Like, I honestly was dumbfounded by how good the first season was. I didn't expect them to adapt this in such a good way. So, if the quality of the adaptation stays the same, and if they just give a little bit more of time, give a little bit more, oh, let's expand a little bit in this battle, or let's, I don't know, change this small detail here to make a little bit more sense, or for the story to be a little bit more interesting that way. They just do, the small changes that I think Kubo will be doing behind the scenes like he did in the first season. I feel like this still has a great potential to be one of the best. Top of good, one of the best. I will leave you here, down here for now. Let's leave Bleach in the bottom of best for now. After seeing everything else, we might change this. But I feel like Bleach is in a really good position because it's getting a really proper adaptation, getting the love that it deserves. The author is working with the studio to make a best thing that can happen. I feel like Bleach is in a really good position, and only good things can come from this. Alright, so next. Cancelled. Cancellated. I got cancellated, Johnny. Next is, oh yeah, you. Right, you exist. A new season of Horimiya. Horimiya, for those that don't know, was a big romance anime and manga back, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago. I think the first season came out, something like that. Current story. No, it's way it's younger than I thought. It's just 2 years. Bet this actually came out in 2021. No, wait, this actually came out in 2021. My god, I feel so old. Okay, so this came out during the pandemic. I didn't remember that. Okay, fine. But yeah, Horimiya was a really popular romance story, and given it's a really good romance story. But as far as I'm aware, this is not a sequence. Like, even here, it's parent story, not prior season or something like that. Because this season is entirely focused on adapting stories that the original anime cut off. Which is weird to say the least. It feels like it's just a compilation of side stories, right? Something like that. It gives that impression. And given I am not exactly a fan of this kind of thing, Horimiya by itself is really good. I mean, I like it. I don't find it the amazing romance that everyone makes it out to be. I actually I kind of don't like the story after the couple gets together because I feel like I don't really care about the other characters enough to see what happens to them after the main couple is together. But I can appreciate some of them. At least some of the stories were interesting. But to have just a amalgamation of short stories here, I don't know. I didn't like this for Osama ranking, even though I love Ranking of Kings. I love Ranking of Kings, but I really didn't like the new anime because it was basically just this. So I feel like Horimiya will be basically the same. It will probably say good because the fan base for Horimiya is absurd fan base. I really don't understand how a romance manga got such a gigantic and vocal fan base for itself. I mean, actually, I do understand because the Komi-san fan base is just exactly the same thing. But the Horimiya fan base is a strong one, so I feel like this thing will be hardly carried by that. And the quality probably will be really good. The quality of the animation for the original anime was really nice. This one will probably be just the same. So I guess Horimiya will be just good like that. Maybe down here. I don't. But going down all the way here, surely not. But maybe just top of fine. But I feel like Horimiya will be around here. next one, it's oh my fucking Christ, UX2 exists. We are never gonna be free, my friends. We are never gonna be free. We are all cursed. Why, man? Why? How this thing is so popular? How this thing managed to be this popular in order to get 3 seasons? I don't understand, man. I feel like it's just the concept. The concept is so stupid that people cannot stop watching. Which is I am also at fault. I watched the second season also. I hated every single second of it, but I watched the second season. Oh god, yeah, well. Rent a girlfriend. Fun fact, I saw one of the places that advertised renting girlfriends for a day in Japan when I was there. So I can confirm this is actually something that actually exists. It's not just a delusion from the anime industry. This is actually a thing. And I am sad. This is actually a thing. But yeah. Kanojo is the only best anime of this next season. Okay, Chico. I know that I shouldn't care for your opinion this time. Tá trollando, Chico. But yeah, Kanojo Christmas. Okay, people, let's be honest here. Let's be honest for a second. Everyone knows this anime is garbage. I don't think there is a single person that is a fan of this thing and says this thing is good. Everyone is aware of how garbage this anime is. There's reason why this anime still gets an adaptation, why people still watch this thing, is entirely because of Shizuhara. I think that's the main girl name, Shizuhara, right? Something like that. It's entirely because of her. Because of she. Whatever. English. Something. Obeyman. We all know that. We all know the quality of the animation for this thing will be really good despite this thing not deserving such a good animation. And we all know this thing is complete garbage, right? We can agree on that. I know even the biggest fans of Kanojo Karishimasu, or Rent a Girlfriend, however you want to call it, are aware this thing is trash. We don't need to argue about this. We know we'll have a good animation, actually probably a great animation, one of the best of the season for some reason. Adaptation, I don't freaking know if it will be a good adaptation. I don't want to know if it will be a good adaptation. I hope... I don't know if I hope it's bad or good. I don't know which one will be better. But it will be something. We all know it's the same, man. It's the same. It's always the same. While the protagonist exists in this anime, the anime will still be garbage. When they decide, I don't know, to shot the protagonist, then this thing will start to become good. I am aware that I said shot instead of shoot. You know, I forgot how to speak English, guys. I'm sorry. But okay, next one. Finally, after a long while, we got to something that is original for the season. What? I think I did an oopsie. How the fuck? We are back. Okay, how I did that? What? I just closed the window clicking on my mouse. This left button on my mouse to close the window. I don't know. Anyway, we are into new stuff finally. Zone 11. Zone 100. Zone Hyaku, probably the proper name. Zombie ni naru made ni shitai hyaku no koto. Basic plot of this thing. I watched the trailer already. I read the basic synopsis. It's a guy that had a really happy life working in the industry in Japan, which was actually not a happy life. He had a really miserable living there. It was poor job conditions, poor living conditions. He was basically living in garbage because he couldn't take care of himself thanks to his job and stuff like that. He completely lost all of expectations in life. And then a zombie outbreak starts. And then this dude actually loves the zombie outbreak because he feels free. For once in his freaking life. And we can quickly watch the trailer here. Ohayo gozaimasu. I don't have audio, right? I forgot about the audio. Here is the audio. His name is Tendo Akira. Hey, oh, see, he's really happy until he isn't anymore. Everyone in his job is just miserable. His life's miserable. There is a really cute girl in his job that he likes. This girl, and she's freaking with his boss because that's how life works. He's going mad, and then zombies appear. And then everything goes to shit, but everything also goes to shit in a good way, because now he's free from society and he don't need to work anymore. And then a lot of weird stuff happens. I don't know the plot after this, but I know the basic stuff. We have a samurai girl here. The thing is, this thing looks absolutely absurd. This thing feels like just a dystopian anime, like the most absurd stuff will happen. It feels like it will be stupidly funny for the wrong reasons. Like, it will be just... I feel like I can say this thing reminds me of Ida Ten. It will be funny and disturbing at the same time, but good disturbing? I don't know. I just feel like this will be probably the actual best anime of the season in regards of the original stuff of the season, not sequences. So let's come here. Zombie Hyaku seems cool. I agree, Side. But yeah, for this one I have a lot of expectations. The animation looks really trippy, and I love stuff animated in this kind of art way, you know, with vibrant colors and stuff like that. I really love animations like this. The plot sounds just simply absurd. Like, zombie apocalypse going on, people doing parkour, happy with their life thanks to the zombies because they don't need to work anymore. He's just like me, for real, for real. I think I would react exactly like this dude is reacting if the zombie apocalypse started tomorrow and I didn't need to work anymore. I would be just like this guy. Sounds just completely stupid. And, you know, it's right up my alley. Exactly the kind of stuff that I love. Sounds also really funny. I am aware of a really sad scene that will happen in this thing also when one of the zombies appears, because I saw Saturday. But yeah, I know it will have its emotional moments, but most likely will be more fucking funny than anything else. And I'll win for it. Oh, I forgot to... No, I didn't. Okay. The string's so delayed. You guys have no idea how delayed the string is in the YouTube software. So I look at the string, and I'm still seeing things that happened 2 minutes ago. So I sometimes forget that I forget if I did change the scenes in the string or not. But okay. Again, Zombie Hyaku, good expectations. I think it will be amazing, really funny, at least. That's the minimum I expect for this thing. And yeah. Next one. Oh god, this one I have mixed feelings. This one is the girl I like forgot her glasses. It's a basic plot. It's just a guy likes the girl. You know, basic school romance, but the main plot way I could say is that she looks completely different when she does not have her glasses on. Has got. She looks like, you know, like she's really pissed out, really pissed, and like she doesn't. I don't know. She looks not really sociable when she's not wearing her glasses, basically. But the guy loves her, and he wants to, you know, date her, and she started having feelings for him. All the usual stuff, you know, romance stuff. You love to see it. But, if it was just that, it would be just, you know, cute romance of the season, really nice. I would love, because I am the romance guy. But man, let's see some seconds of the trailer. The camera, the freaking ambience of this thing. This weird ass movement of stuff. This weird ass camera angles moving around in circles and shit like that. This anime, my friends, is being adapted by Studio Go Hands. You don't know what Studio Go Hand is? Good for you. You are better off not knowing. But I will tell you anyway, because I will not suffer alone. Studio Go Hands is the cursed studio that is responsible for Handshakers and its cursed spiritual brother. I don't even remember what's the name of that freaking thing. Is this one's Project Scarred? Dubs? I don't remember, okay? All of this shit. All of this absurd, disgusting stuff was made by Studio Go Hands. The studio is the one studio that actually managed to make animation that makes you feel physical pain because of how trippy they love to make their camera angles. I always talk about this every chance that I get. I hate this studio with a burning passion. I watched the Handshakers, and I dropped the Handshakers not because the plot was bad, even though the plot was shit, not because the characters were bullshit, because they were also, not because of the many reasons people usually drop an anime. I dropped Handshakers because I felt physical pain watching. I was actually getting sick. I was almost puking watching because of because of the movements of the anime. It felt like I was, I don't know, in a whole coaster. It was just weird. It's weird how a studio managed to actually make something so disturbing in the movement side of the animation. And this gives me so much mixed feelings about this, because it sounds like an adorable anime, an adorable romance story. It would be funny, it would be cute, all the usual stuff for the romance of the season. But my god, if the entire anime is made like this, with this trippy camera every single second, I will die watching. Hopefully, I feel like they will hold out at least a little for this thing. I feel like they will hold, you know, they will try to hold back on the bullshit they always do. I feel like it's inevitable to have at least some of it, because we saw in the first seconds of the trailer, so we know they will try to go for the usual what the hell are we doing with this 360 motion of the camera. But I feel like it will not be every single second. And we can see this thing looks really cute. So I want to give the benefit of the doubt for this anime. I really want to give the benefit of the doubt. So, what I think in the end, I really don't know. I want to believe, you know, I really wish to believe they will not screw this up with their absurdly disgusting quality of animation they usually have. And I want to have some faith this thing will be good. I will not say top good, because God, I know the animation in some moment will manage to throw the shit into the fan. But I want to believe it will be not in the entirety of the anime. It will be just, I don't know, 2 episodes maybe, some scenes only, not every time. I want to have faith, and so I will leave this thing in the good for now. Entirely because of Copian. So, okay, right now we go for the next. Which one is the next? Go hands, get away from me. Oh my god, you guys never stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Okay, next one is the new season of Bungo Stray Dogs, which will be continuing the adaptation of the... I don't know the name of the arc, but it's the battle against the guard dogs. And man, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this will still be adapting parts that I read from the manga, because if you don't know, I didn't drop the manga, but I kept the manga on hold during the middle of this arc. I feel like I stopped reading around where this arc specifically will finish adapting. Maybe a little bit ahead of where I was. But yeah, it's the anime of Bungo. The anime of Bungo is always an experience, because I always feel like they don't do a great job adapting the manga. They always waste time adapting... they always waste time with the first episodes of the adaptation, adapting those, I don't know, novels, side stories, I don't know what they are supposed to be called. And I always hate them. I don't feel like they aggregate enough to the story. I understand they give some kind of backgrounds for stuff that happened during the season, but at the same time, the manga does not have them, and they were not needed in order to understand the story during the manga, so it's not like the anime also needed them. The adaptation for Bungo always does that. I don't know why. I really don't like it. This arc, at least, supposed to be really hyped. It's supposed to have a lot of great fights in it. It's supposed to have a fight that the opening for the last arc was enticing, which was really weird, because it was clear the fight was not about to happen in that arc. If you read the manga, you knew. So it was weird the opening just saying, oh, see this fight? Hype this fight. It will not happen, but hype it. It will happen now. So yeah, I will say fine, man. Bungo anime is always fine. The quality of the animation is always really good, but they always butcher the plot. They always butcher the story. They never... since the second season, I don't feel like they never finished the season where they actually wished to finish the season. And you can say, yeah, and you can tell they don't do it because of the 3 episodes wasted on the background stories. So yeah, I feel like Bungo will be just fine. Probably it's too better than Masamune, if I must be honest. Masamune is just too lost in the season. Masamune is just too confusing to be here. Okay, next one. Oh my god, another new season. I said it in the beginning of the stream. This season is a sequence season. This season will be entirely carried by the sequences. And we have another one. Hataraku no Sama second season part 2, because of course every single freaking season nowadays needs to have a part 2 of the second season, and third season part 2, fourth season part 2, part 3. It's not the fifth season, it's not the sixth season. It's the part 2 of X season. Because I don't know, we can't just say third season. We need to call it the sequence of the second season, but it's not the third season. I blame Attack on Titan, man. Attack on Titan started this bullshit. I blame Attack on Titan for this. We couldn't just say, oh, season 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like normal people. We can't just count. We lost the ability to count in the anime industry. We now break stuff in parts. We only know how to count to 2. So we always need to break first season part 1 and part 2, and then second season part 1 and part 2. And then we need to go to school for more classes than Valve did, and we need to learn the number 3. But we don't know how to part to the third to count to part 3, so we do season 3 part 1 and season 3 part 2 again. Man, I hate it. But anyway, Hataraku no Sama, the devil is a part-timer. Well, honestly, they completely butchered the first part of this thing. It was terrible. It was completely terrible. It was something that people were hyping to watch for 10 years. And it was bad. It was just bad, really. It was kind of still funny like the first one, but the quality of the animation was just so excruciatingly inferior to the original anime that made everything seem so bad. And the plot, I mean, the plot is okay. The plot inevitably was going to get serious, more serious than the original, right? The first season we had, McDonald's fighting KFC. Now we actually are trying to go for more deep stuff. Oh, the plot of the tree of the life of the isekai where they came out of, and stuff like that, and the baby girl that is the combination of the seed of the world and stuff like that. The plot's trying to get more serious, even though they still try to appeal to the comedy in the best way they can, like the farm part that had in the last part, and stuff like that. The beach trip where they were working the beach house. But overall, man, I wish it could be higher. But given the quality the first part had, I don't expect much about the quality of this one. Also, I will not say it's bad. I feel like the story is still okay enough to carry this thing. But man, going back to the original studio, or I don't know, just giving a little bit more of care for the animation would do wonders for this thing. Would take it really high. But yeah, I feel like this will be just fine also. Now for the next one. Takamo-sama is done. Now we go for, okay, something new again. Fine. Okay, watashi no shiawase na kekkon. My happy marriage? My happy marriage. My Nihongo is on point. Okay? The weeping is real, man. I can handle myself just fine in Japan. I was completely doing fine by myself. No one was helping me do anything. Unless on the moments I was drunk, but we don't need to talk about them. Anyway, this one, I actually didn't see much about it. So let's read the synopsis of this. Mio Saimori was the unfortunate child of a loveless arranged marriage. Okay, usual stuff from feudal Japan. After her mother died, her father brought in his lover and her own daughter, Kaya. No, wait. Oh yeah, it's 2 girls we are talking about here. Yeah, Miu is a girl. After her mother died, her father brought his lover and her own daughter, Kaya. From then on, Miu's life was reduced to that of a mercer. Oh, okay. She became the servant of the family. Even worse, while Kaya inherited the family's psychic abilities? Wait. We are getting some in weird places here. You had none. She was truly the daughter with no merit. Uh-huh. After years of being treated like dirt, Miu has learned to keep her head down, hide her pain, and obey every order. Right. So it comes as no surprise that she is arranged to be married to Kyoka Kudo, a military captain rumored to be so cruel that he was driven away everyone whose potential wife so far. Okay, and I only imagine that the actual plot is that this guy is actually a really nice guy and people just judge him by some weird rumor. From a painful upbringing to a painful marriage, that's the future that awaits Mio, or so she thinks. Contrary to her expectations, her new husband is actually kind-hearted. Yep. I mean, it's obvious, right? It's always obvious. What really awaits Mio is a blissful, everlasting marriage full of happiness. I mean, this synopsis, other than the psychic abilities part, the synopsis sounds fine. It's just, it reminds me of that. What was the name? I don't remember the name of that anime. Let's see here. I will find it by the weirdest way possible. Here. Garnidelia. Q, Mahoka. Here. Taisho Otome Otokibanashi. It reminds me a lot of the plot of this anime. The guy fell to Japan. The guy his family hated him, isolated him in the boonies. Then out of nowhere, this girl appeared saying she was bought to be his wife, and you expect just bad stuff to happen, but they are actually having a really happy life together, and she's really wholesome and making him get back his will to live a normal life instead of being depressed all the time. It feels exactly the same, but we changed the jobs here. The girl is the one getting the good experience instead of the guy this time. I just don't know about the freaking. I just don't know about the freaking psychic powers part. Sharpness, okay, this must be related to the ability. Yeah. Supernatural ability, spirit sight to see grotesqueries. Okay, so the family has the power to see ugly ghosts, so is this also Mieruko-chan? I am useless, I have no psychic powers. I feel like you are being awarded not having psychic powers, if you are supposed to be only grotesque stuff. Okay, and then the guy, I mean, the animation looks nice. I'm skipping this stuff because of the big end here. We saw the big end and you can understand why I am skipping stuff through instead of just watching normally. Well, it sounds nice. Sounds cute. Sounds like it will be quite wholesome at times. Most likely the entire conflict of this thing will be, I don't know, episode 10, her family will come to say she doesn't deserve to be happy and they will start trying to, I don't know, push on her the weird psychic stuff that might be happening in the background. But I don't know, other than that, this sounds really wholesome. Yeah, I feel like this will be actually really cute. My only problem is that Big End is the one behind this thing, so I feel like the animation might just get thrown into the garbage in some weird way after some episodes. Other than this, yeah, no, nothing really bad to say. I feel like this will be quite interesting. I mean, yeah, interesting. Yeah, sure, interesting. I feel like it will be cute. And that's what truly matters. If we are not watching romance anime to find them cute and blissful and make them feel, they make us feel at least a little bit happier with our lives because we don't have romance, so we must enjoy at least fictional romance from anime characters. What else would be? Why else would we be watching romance anime, right? So yeah, I feel like it'll be here. Yeah. Honestly, probably better than Horimi, just because it's short stories. But yeah, okay. Next one. It's the second season of this one. Shinigami Botchan to Kuromeido second season. This anime came out. The first season came out 2 years ago in 2021, if I remember correctly. I feel like it wasn't on my first video talking about seasons. It's just a really cute story about this guy that got cursed when he was a baby or a child. I don't remember the age, but he got cursed, and everything he touched dies. Everything, like, not just plants. He's not Timmy's mom from Fairy Odd Parents. Actually, everything. Human beings also. And then he got secluded into a mansion. His family does not want to get close to him for, I guess, obvious reasons. I can't really blame them for that. And then he's also that really depressed guy, but then he got a maid that is really sassy and plays with him a lot, and the maid obviously wants to have a romance relationship with this guy, and she always managed to do something to make he get flustered without touching her, which is important because, if he touches her, she dies. So yeah. And the entire plot of this thing is the romance that the guy obviously wants to have with the maid, but he needs to find a way to get rid of his curse in order for them to fulfill their romance together. It's a really good story. It's really nice, a good romance. It's entirely made in CG, but that's not a really bad thing. The CG for this one is actually nice. I don't understand why they decided to make it entirely in CG, but CG is nice. It's okay. It's not a bad CG. I feel like it actually fits quite well for the anime. Maybe I think that just because before anyone says anything, this is not a spoiler, they are kissing through a window. They are not actually touching. This is a scene from the first season. They didn't touch yet. Don't worry. We didn't get spoiled by the trailer. Or maybe we did. Who knows? Maybe he actually managed to get rid of the curse and they can actually kiss this time. But yeah, that's the basic thing. It's a really cute anime, man. I really enjoyed the first season. I feel like this one will be just more of the same. Really wholesome stuff, some serious stuff in the background, because, the guy is dealing with curses and witches and supernatural creatures appearing every now and then. So yeah. It's not always just roses, right? Everything is not just roses in life, but it's enjoyable. It's really enjoyable. It's a really good anime. The first season was really nice. I think this one will be equally as nice. So I will say, yeah, it will be around here. To me, specifically, it probably will be better than Horimiya. So I will leave it up here. I'm not trashing on Horimiya again. The problem with Horimiya is just that I don't really enjoy animes that are being a collection of side stories instead of being a proper story. That's the only reason why I'm keep pushing Horimiya back. Horimiya fanbase, okay? You hear me, Horimiya fanbase? Please don't kill me. I know you guys are really powerful, but let's talk for a second. You like good stuff. We can be reasonable, right? Thank you. Okay, so Shinigami Bachan is done. What do we have next? Liar Liar. Oh yeah, I remember reading the synopsis for this thing. This anime is basically No Game No Life without the isekai part. It's an academy island where everything's solved by games and there's a lot of ecchi going on. It's the kind of the generic ecchi anime of the season, if I must be honest. Like here, yeah, the games are weighing a certain number of stars, with the strongest students being the granted ranking of 7 stars. Hiroto, transfer student, unexpectedly beats the strongest impress, and because of pseudo strongest in the school. Oh my god, yeah, it's basically a mix of Kakegurui with No Game No Life. Everything's fixed. Everything is solved by games in a secluded place, which is not a isekai but close enough. The rules of the school is based on games like Kakegurui. There's a lot of ecchi like in Kakegurui, but I don't think anyone in this thing is batonkers of the head, and everyone here is not cuckoo, is not masturbating with guns like Kakegurui. So it's kind of a mix, right? It's the generic ecchi of the season. Sounds decent. Sounds okay. For the ecchi of the season, I guess it will be a good job. It will do a good job. Maybe it might even be interesting. Who knows? Anime is based on, solving stuff by games. They have this kind of weird charm to them. Not like they are necessarily just good, right? It's not exactly they will be good, but they always have at least try to have a way to, catch the viewer, make people get interested in the plot. This one probably will be doing that with tits and butts instead of games, but who knows? Maybe the game part is also interesting. I am willing to give it the benefit of the doubt. Having said all of that, I don't think this thing will be good. I think the thing will be fine, or maybe the bottom of good. One of these. I will, for now, No. Go hands, man. Go hands. I want to believe this thing will be good, but again, go hands. I cannot. I have a trauma here. The trauma stops me from allowing myself to make this thing go higher than anything here. So yeah, you go also for the bottom of good for now. We're gonna think this through after we finish seeing all the other enemies. So let's go for the next one. Flavinho just said the goat. Yeah, Flavinho just said the goat. Next one, Nanatsu no. I don't want to continue reading. I saw Nanatsu in the title. I already know it will be shit. There is Nanatsu in the title. I don't need to read anymore. I will come. Okay. Hear me out. I am not reading the synopsis yet. This one will be a isekai. I can tell. I can feel. I'm just feeling. Okay. I'm just feeling. This will be a isekai, right? I'm not reading the synopsis yet. We're gonna read the synopsis in 3, 2, 1. In the world of magic, there exists deadly inversible techniques commonly known as spell blades. These sparse and elusive spells, along with their casters, are shrouded in mystery, and only their absolute lethality is known to the masses. Every year, the spring blossoms finds a new intake of students to the prestigious magic school Kimberly. Kimberly? The school is actually called Kimberly. Okay. With reactions of awe and bewilderment, a ceremonial parade complete with magical beasts welcome the newcomers to the institution. Among them is the mysterious Oliver Horn, whose indifference changes to fascination as he notices a peculiar figure, a girl wearing strange attire equipped with a Japanese sword. I really don't feel like reading the rest. Okay, well, fine. I got it wrong. I will admit. It's not an isekai, it's just a fantasy. Which, nowadays, it's kind of the same. Let's quickly see the trailer. Let's see what we are dealing with. Oliver Hon, your name sounds generic. The guy... The guy... Where? The guy is named Guy. The guy... It's called Guy. Fascinating. I see creativity is going off the charts this season. Beat Rasmus. I love when Japanese people try to make, plots with Western names. They always go for the most absurdly generic names they can, like Michelle McFarlane. We have Guy here. We have Pete. We just saw Pete here. Pete. And oh yeah, we have the animation of the stars moving in the sky like every single anime ever. Okay, I feel like the only selling point of this thing will be the animation because JC Staff is making it, and not even like that sounds to be good. If it was an isekai, it would be at the best tier. It's easy to remember the names. Yeah, I feel like that's exactly the reason why they use it, Flavin. They are not able to remember proper other Western names. Let's go with Pete, Max something, Guy. Guy. I love Guy, man. But yeah, generic power fantasy of the season, focused on swords instead of just normal magic. That's my intake on this. For this poster here, also looks like kind of edgy. You'll always love to see the edgy stuff appearing like this. Opinion for the season. I think this thing will be hyped by a specific group of people that always hype this kind of anime. And so, for that specific reason, it will not be on bad charts. It will not be something like, oh, you will see left on the 13th position of, I don't know. Not 13th. The 30 position of anime training and stuff like that. It will probably be something that will be around the 13th, actually, or the 20 at the most. But yeah, no, bad. I will not be giving good scores for the generic stuff anymore. I refuse! Anyway, next. Oh boy, oh girl. You, yeah, we're gonna talk about you. We have to talk about you. Yeah, we do have to talk about you. Fine. The remaster of Rurouni Kenshin, or Samurai X, I believe. Americans also called it like that. I don't know if it was only Brazil, but I feel like Americans also had that name. Rurouni Kenshin. The famous acclaimed anime from the 90s, early beginning of the 21st century, focused on Kenshin something something and the Meiji period of Japan. I don't remember the Meiji. During the Bakumatsu era, you know, when the samurais were getting not samurais anymore, samurais were being outdated and stuff like that. Everyone knows what Rurouni Kenshin is. I don't need to explain to anyone what Rurouni Kenshin is. So let's go directly for the opinion. I feel like this will be interesting for the sake of people that never watched Rurouni Kenshin before, get a chance to watch a remastered of the anime, you know, get new animation, which I saw the trailers. The trailers look really clean. They look really nice. Animation looks really good. The sound effects and the voices also sound really good. Feel like they are doing a great job in the adaptation of this thing. But man, oh man, we all know, or at least some of us know, what this anime entices. If you are someone that uses Twitter, anime Twitter, or you know the bomb this thing will be. For those that don't know, Rurouni Kenshin, although being acclaimed manga series and one of the most famous manga since forever, the author, it's recently he didn't, you know, get known for good stuff. The author of this thing got arrested some years ago. I think it's 3 years ago, something like that. Because he was holding an absurd amount of CP, like scrupulous amounts of CP. I remember reading an article. The cops that arrested him actually were shocked by the quantity of stuff he had. And so there is always that thing. Let's not mix the author with the art, stuff like that. The artist with the art. But I feel like it's hard to do that when the artist, you know, is still alive. So this anime will be complicated. This anime will be really complicated. I don't know. I want the anime by itself looks like it will be really good. Everyone knows that the story for Rurouni Kenshin is a good one, right? I am also one of the people that never watched the original one, so I am hyped to watch this. But I know what watching this might entice. This anime will, mark my words, this anime will be the new Hogwarts Legacy. Twitter will go crazy with this anime. But the thing is, the Twitter freaks usually are just mental and they just like to make a ruckus because they want to get attention and just want to trash on someone because they have miserable life and they need to trash on someone to feel alive. But for this one, they kind of will have a point. They usually are not right when they talk about, you know, CP stuff in anime because they just think lolis are CP, even though they are just drawings and they are just retarded for not understanding basic stuff like that. But for this one, the CP part is actually real, so it's complicated. This anime will be something this season. I don't know where I want to rank this thing. I fear where I should rank this thing. I honestly... Okay, here's the thing. As an anime, exclusively as an anime, this will be good. Because the animation is good, the quality is good, the story is good. Because of that, this will be a good anime. Am I saying you should watch it? I never said that. Am I saying if you want to watch it, you should do it in scrupulous ways? You should do it in the One Piece way. I am not affirming nor denying this affirmation. I'm just saying the anime will be good. And there are ways to watch the anime without giving without supporting the author. That's all that I am saying. And I'm saying that exclusively as an anime by itself, not involved as anything else. Objective point of view here. Objective point of view. Talking entirely objectively about this anime and not everything else. It will be a good anime. Honestly, probably here, if we must be honest. Objectively speaking, it will most likely be here. But remember that you probably should not say good stuff about this anime on Twitter. If you watch it, keep it to yourself. Try to watch it in One Piece ways, you know, the old yo hi diggity d. And don't tell anyone you are watching. At least tell close friends. Don't tell Twitter freaks. Don't let Twitter freaks know you are watching this. That's everything I have to say, okay? I will be watching it? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I will be. You know, I need to watch the first episode to make a video, but other than that, no, I'm watching. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Who's to tell? I will not affirm this. I will not deny it. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. I might not be watching. You will never know. Anyway, with this creature out of the way, let's go for something more lighthearted. My chibi senpai, my small senpai is something. My tiny senpai, yeah, this. It's just a romance about office workers because they always go for. Let me have my episode here, okay? Let me have my second here. They don't know how to make normal romance for adults in Japan. They don't understand how adults work outside of office work. Every single romance anime that involve adults instead of high schoolers is in a freaking office. They can't be, I don't know, programmers. They can't be, I don't know, they work in a hospital. They are not veterinaries. They don't work in the fucking subway. They always are freaking office workers for some reason. I understand that they do this because Japan is sick and everyone is working in the office trying to survive a single day without having any love on their life. But God, isn't asking too much to make a romance for adults that is not in a freaking office scenario? I don't know, make them just meet in the park or something like that. Adapt the anime about the guy that just goes for a smoke in the background of in the alley behind a combini. Adapt that thing. That thing is a romance anime for adults that is not involving a fucking office worker. I mean, the guy's office worker, but it's not involving the office. Okay. With this out of my system, this is a cute romance show of... remember the My Senpai is Annoying? It's basically that, but the senpai is the girl instead of the guy. The guy, he's new to the office. The senpai is really cute. He obviously likes her. He wants to grab the lolly titties. And that's the entire thing. It's just another comedy romance anime. With the big selling point will be the senpai is boobed lolly. That's the thing. And I'm fine with it. I mean, it's cute. It's fine. I like it. I will never complain about this thing. I am. If we need to give more love to tiny girls. Tiny girls deserve more love. I will be the first one to say it. Tiny girls deserve more love. We need to give more love to tiny girls. I'm happy this anime exists. I would be happier if it was not in a freaking office. I would. Yes, I would. But I can overlook it for the sake of representability. Yeah, I can overlook for that. So yeah, anyway, good, fine. I mean, by the end of the day, it will be another just cute comedy romance of this season. So I don't feel like it's amazing in any way, shape, or form. I feel like it will be probably just around the fine area here. Definitely better than Hataraku Sama. Maybe better than Masamune. I will leave you here for now. I don't want to trash so much on Masamune. But if it's something like this. I think the Pichica genre is growing in the anime industry. The Pichica genre is definitely growing. We are having more Pichicas finally. Pichicas are getting the proper representation they deserve, Flavin. And this is good. Good news for the anime industry. Okay, next one. AU Kyoshitsu, the Hero School, Hero Academy, probably. Classroom for Heroes. I read the synopsis for this thing already. The synopsis of this thing is basically the hero defeated the demon god, the demon lord, and then he opened a school to train new heroes for them to be ready in case a new demon lord appears. That's the plot of this thing. I didn't watch the trailer, so let me quickly see the trailer. Oh no, I did watch the trailer, and the trailer is as generic as it can be. It's just hot girls and the main guy, which is an idiot. That's the thing. I mean, it looks kind of funny. I guess that's the best I can say about it. Yeah, I really cannot think of anything better to say. I'm sorry. I cannot think about something better to say about this thing. It's just funny at best. A lot of ecchi, the usual fantasy ecchi stuff. Everyone knows it. Everyone's used to it already at this point. It wouldn't be an anime season if we didn't have at least 3 of these. The art style. I want to talk about the art style. The art style reminds me of something. Reminds me of Remake Your Life. You know that anime about the guy that worked in the game industry and then he hated his life because he decided to go for a college that he thought it was easy instead of going for one that would actually give him a chance to get his dreams. The art style reminds me a lot of that one. Actually, I actually want to confirm this. Where is he? I need more staff people. Sound director. Yeah, you guys are not what I want. Maybe the author? Let's see the original author of the thing. Maybe the original author is the same guy. Nope, the art style for the novel surely is different from that one. Where are you? Art. Tuaro, Queen's Blade. Okay. Didn't know something. Nope. Not related. I feel like the anime people that are drawing probably are the same, but the original artist not. Anyway, for this one, bet it will be just the generic harem-esque comedy fantasy stuff of the season. Wait, did Silas just give me another amazing news? One of the girls' name is Kuhuni. Really? One of the girls named Kuhuni? Setanda, my boy? Blade, Sophie, Flaming, Arnes, Kuhurin. And I feel like this girl is a villain. She looks like a demon, right? Yeah, she gives the vibe of a villain. And we have also Gilgamesh here. My god, this is fate. My god, this is fate. This is a new fate. We have Gilgamesh, we have we have a new fate, guys. This is a new fate. This changes everything. Everything changes now. This is completely different from what I expected. Now that I know this is fate, this is the best of the season. Duh, of course. I was blinded. Thank you, Silas. I would never have noticed if you didn't tell me. Now we know this is a new fate. So new fate obviously is the best one of the season. This will increment the fate lore. Oh, I get it. I understand now. This is the school they have in the Throne of Heroes. While the heroes are not being summoned as servants, they are studying in the school that Gilgamesh opened in the Throne of Heroes. My god, it's so obvious! Amazing! Okay, we now know everything. Great. Thank you, Saris. I would never have noticed that if you didn't tell me. With this amazing piece of knowledge out of the way, we now go for the next one, which is a romance also. And we are getting close to the good stuff. Alright, Yume Miru Danshi wa Genjutsu Shugisha. The dreaming boy is a realistic. The plot of this one is that a guy... well, okay. Romance, school romance. Let's start with this. Guy likes girl. Guy approaches girl, tries to get close to her. And they get close, they become friends. But then the guy suddenly one day wakes up thinking, wait, do I deserve to be her friend? I am too much of a boring person. And because he thought that, he stops getting closer to the girl. He actually starts to get away from her. He starts to create a distance, you know? They start to fall apart. And the girl starts to wonder why he's doing that. Because she also likes him. And she starts to think he started hating her for some reason. And that's the plot. Just a bunch of goofballs not knowing how to, you know, portray their feelings. Remember that disgusting anime from last year? Or 2 years ago, something like that? What was the name? The Childhood Friend Will Never Lose. I think that was the name of the anime. The anime about the guy wanted to confess to the girl, and then the girl didn't accept his confession, and then he decided to confess for his childhood friend who liked him, but the childhood friend also didn't accept him because she wanted him to confess in another way, and she was pissed because he didn't confess to her first. And then everyone wanted the guy to confess to them, and the guy didn't know who he liked anymore. Sounds like the same thing. But this one sounds a little bit better, at least. Okay. I know it sounds confusing, Silas, but that was a thing. Anime, right? And now let's just quickly look at the PV. I like the anime. I like the art of this thing. It's cute. And the girl obviously a tsundere because the guy stopped getting close to her, so she starts to get angry at him, but then she also wants him to come back to close to her. It's just usual romance stuff, right? They can't just make romance be normal, so they need to find a way to make it weird. And the way they find it to be weird is but I don't know if I'm good enough to her. And then she thinks, oh, how dare him to think he's not good enough for me. I will be tsundere to him to make him learn his lesson. It sounds honestly fine. It sounds cute. I will probably not like the main girl because she will act like a tsundere way more times than I will be able to handle. But I feel like it will be fine. It sounds like it will be just a cute anime of the season. A cute romance. So... probably fine. Yeah, probably around here. I say still better than Hataraku Mousama for sure. And I guess for the animation quality, I feel like it'd probably be better than the Pichika Senpai also. I don't know. I will leave it here for now because I want to believe in the Pichika Senpai. I will just call this anime Pichika Senpai now. Every other gringo watching this thing will not understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Wait a second, we are missing... oh no, yeah, the Fate. I forgot it. I was about to say, wait, wasn't there something else bad? Oh, no, Fate good. Sorry. Alright, next. Oh my god, the goat. It's upon us, my people. We finally reached the pinnacle of anime. This thing finally got here. The vending machine isekai is upon us. We are finally being blessed with this masterpiece. If you, my good friend, does not know what the vending machine isekai is, don't worry, I will tell you. The vending machine isekai is an isekai about a guy that dies and get isekai. But here's the fun part. He's not just isekai as a normal human. No, that would be too simple. He is isekai as a vending machine that cannot communicate and is just standing there. But the trick is that he has infinite ammo, I guess I could say. Infinite products. And then a cute girl finds him. And she just gets wondered by the magnificent things that came out of this weird machine she just found. Because she is in a medieval world, of course. They don't have a canned coffee and they don't have boba drinks and stuff like that will come out of the jihanki, because this thing is called jihanki in Japan. There is one in every corner. It's amazing. She's just flabbergasted by the jihanki, and then she falls in love for the jihanki, and they become a couple. They marry, I believe, because I watched the trailer. I am pretty sure she called the jihanki husband. I might be wrong on that detail, this small detail, but the other stuff she just starts carrying the jihanki everywhere. And the jihanki only communicates by irashaimase, because it's the sound that the jihanki makes. It's amazing. It's pinnacle of fiction. This is cinema. This is cinema to the finest. But also, no, there's a catch. You might be wondering, but wait, Wiki, how this amazing thing could happen? How this guy just managed to reincarnate as the absurd, amazing thing that is a jihanki? Oh, let me show you. The trailer shows us this. See? This is our guy. This is our guy here. That's how. That's how. He managed the amazing feat of becoming the jihanki. He died with the jihanki. This motherfucker had a bike crash in the middle of the mountains with a vending machine. And then he reincarnates as the vending machine. It's the pinnacle of the fiction, man. No one will be able to think in a better thing than this. This is complete the pinnacle of anime. Every other anime coming after this season will be trash. They will never be able to match the level of creativity that went into this thing. We are up on the down of anime. Everything will be trash after this. We are doomed, man. The jihanki isekai will doom us all. We will never be able to get past this. Man, oh man. Truly the pinnacle of fiction. I hate this. I hate this. You hated Silas. I also hated Silas. I feel so bad knowing that anime will never be the same after this anime comes out. Nothing will be good after this anime airs. This is truly the pinnacle of animation. We can't even expect anything else to be as good as this. We need to move stuff here, because this one is obviously the best one of the season. Mushoku Tensei is not even close to this. Oh wait, I just realized we have two memes here. No wait, I can have two memes in the best one. Just one meme's enough. Oh man, I guess Fate will need to go down. I need to embrace as a Fate fact that I am, that Fate is trash, and so Fate should go down, yeah. I guess that makes sense. Let's be honest, Fate will never be in the same level as the jihanki isekai. The jihanki isekai is just too above everything else we have here. Okay, after the jihanki isekai, the pinnacle of animation as we know, what we have? What poor thing tries to compete against this monster? Dark Gathering. Oh yeah, I saw something about this. And by something, I really mean just something. I didn't see a lot. I want to make sure before we continue. We have Dark Gathering and this one next, and after that we have what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Oh yeah, we are close to ending. We are close to the end already. This is at least going a lot faster than we usually are. So yeah, fine. Dark Gathering. I only know this is supposed to be kind of a horror gore comedy mix-up. I don't know much about it. I watched the trailer, but I didn't really understand anything about it just from the trailer. Let me read the synopsis for this time. Ketaro Getoga is a college freshman who hates ghosts. Starting off in a good way, my man. Definitely, this will not be a bad thing for you. Unluckily for him, he has a knack for attracting spirits. Yep. 2 years ago, this connection had led to him receiving a spiritual injury on his right hand. And what the fuck is this spiritual injury? With his friend getting caught in the crossfire. The event caused him to become a shut-in, leaving him with a very poor social skills. Fortunately, Ketaro is slowly starting to mingle with society thanks to the help of his childhood friend Eko Hozuki. As part of his rehabilitation, sorry, Ketaro takes on the part-time job of a private tutor, and his first pupil is not other than Eko's cousin Yayoi Hozuki. Besides being a child prodigy, there is another peculiarity regarding Yaoi. She has a spiritual constitution, just like Ketaro. However, in contrast with Ketaro, she wishes to encounter spirits, hoping to find a ghost that took her mother away. What the fuck? Okay, this plot got weird overnight. As Ketaro is dragged along by Yaoi and Eko to haunted spots, his part-time job seems to be straying further and further away from its original purpose. Alright, okay. I feel you. Fine. Okay, and now the trailer. I watched the trailer already, but just to show you guys some details, okay? This is the yaoi girl. So we are dealing with some... Oh yeah, no, this first one serves nothing. This first one is a piece of shit. This one is good. So yeah, we have some edgy stuff going on, some spirits, some gore here and there. We see a pierced throat. We see some people talking about spirits again, blood going everywhere. On the head of a bear makes a lot of sense. The spiritual girl for some reason seems to be really active also. I do say I like the eyes. I do like the eyes. Okay, so yeah, what I think about... I don't know exactly what I think about this one. The plot sounds... Yeah, the demographic sounds about right. The plot sounds like kind of a shonen manga. I would even expect for the manga of this thing to be from Shonen Jump or Shonen Magazine. Let's see. Jump SQ. Yeah. Yeah, the plot is a shonen, definitely. What else? I don't know, really. It doesn't sound bad, really. If it was just trying to be an edgy horror show, I honestly would think this will be really trash. But I feel like it's trying to be a little bit more than just that. I feel like they don't want to go for edgy horror bullshit. Like they are not trying to be a Mieruko-chan without the butts, right? I feel like they are not just trying to be horror for the horror. They want to be a battle stuff, as we could see by the child just jumping through walls here. And I feel like this guy being scared of the ghost will probably be a good comedy factor for this anime overall. I think it will be fine. I think it will be that shonen of the season, you know, the one shonen of the season that people might talk about, but not the shonen that people will really care about. It will just be a shonen of the season. Might have an interesting plot overall, might have interesting development. We have the thing about the girl trying to find a ghost that took her mother from her, which only can mean that the ghosts are actually they are intentionally attacking people. So we can expect this to be kind of interesting, maybe? Don't know, really hard to tell. The synopsis by itself was not really that telling. The trailers didn't show much. The trailer showed it will be a battle shonen, basically. Battle shonen mixed with gore, mixed with paranormal terror, mixed with probably some comedy. I think it has potential to be good. I want to believe that. I think it has the potential to be good. Given anything that is a horror theme in anime that is not just trying to be horror is way better than everything that tries to be just horror. Because if there is one thing we know is that Japanese people don't know how to make horror animes, man. Horror animes 90% of times is just a gory fest with no actual plot decency, and they are just straight up boring most of the time. So if they are trying to be more than just horror, I already think this will be decent enough. Just for position, I don't know. Trash, bad, good. I will say this thing will be good. I want to give the benefit of the doubt. I think this thing will manage to be better than what it seems, but as a shonen, you understand what I mean to say here? As a shonen, it will be good. As an anime overall, will be fine. Borderline 6 out of 10, 6 to 7 maybe. As a shonen, I think it will be decent enough. Maybe good depending on what happens. I don't know, man. Maybe good is too much. I think I will leave it fine. But of course, ahead of Hataraku Mousan. So let's go for the next one now. Before we go to the next one, just give me a second. Let me eat a kitty cat because I am a little bit hungry already, and we are gonna stay. And we are not that close to finish here. I think we're gonna stay here for at least 1 hour. Let me just get a quick snack. Oh yeah, I do need the sugar. All right. What? Okay, let me open some of these already. Six. I guess I can open all of them. You go there. You go there. There are some cursed stuff down here. I see. Oh god. Definitely not. Yeah, we can stop here. Alright, so first one now. The second season of Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. Hmm. Good. Good. Probably good. Sugar Apple Fairy Tale is an anime that aired in the last season of last year? Or was it on... No, yeah. It was the last season of last year. Was it? Was it? Wait. I'm confused now. I don't remember if it was the last season of last year or if it was the first season of this year. It was the first of this year, okay. Yeah, but Sugar Apple Fairy Tale is a shoujo. About the plot is that the girl lives in the fantasy world with fairies, but the fairies are slaves, and there is this important profession in this world where people make confections out of sugar, but it's the magical sugar that only some can be made for some specific apples, and the plot is basically this girl traveling, trying to gain the title of the big sugar making magic lady together with this fairy, which ends up becoming basically her love interest. It's okay, honestly. It's basically just that. It's just okay. Here. No, it's okay. It was fine. As a shoujo, I really enjoyed the first season. I liked some of the presentation stuff that they had in there. Like the last arc was really involved in the part of the girl being as capable as any other man. and stuff like that. It was really nice, really nice, and I did like the romance part. The season finished on a cliffhanger that I really didn't think it was necessary, but anyway. So I don't know where this next season plans to go, because the spoilers, the objective of the girl of becoming the big sugar statue making majig was achieved in the ending of this first season. So I feel like the season will be more focused on their romance instead of anything else. So I don't really know what I think about that. I think I will leave in the good, because I really enjoyed the first season. I don't think many people enjoy the show as much as I did, but I find it cute. I like it. I will leave it here. Next one. Boy, oh boy, I have 3 good reasons to watch this thing. The adaptation of the game Atelier Risa. If you don't know the game Atelier Risa, I feel like the trailer will do a great job to show it. Nice armpit. Wait, you are actually telling me the trailer will not give a zoom on her thighs? Okay, the trailer didn't give a zoom on her thighs. I'm surprised, honestly. Anyway, this is an adaptation of a gigantic franchise of games that I don't know how many games there are, but I know there are at least 3 of them. This is an adaptation of a gigantic franchise of games, which is basically a fantasy world where shenanigans happen. You know, the usual JRPG stuff. The big selling point of these compared to other JRPGs is that Riza is just freaking hot. The main focus of this thing is her thighs, for sure, for real. I feel like this franchise also got really more popular thanks to Takanashi Kiara playing the game and just zooming at Riza's ass the best way possible. I skipped the ties. There were ties in the trailer. Well, I mean, I maybe did a good thing, because I don't know if YouTube would be happy with me showing the ties, so we need to live with that. Anyway, it's a big ecchi fantasy, basically. I don't know shit about the story of the games. I only know this anime by means of the sexiness of the characters. I know this thing had a collab with Azure Lane, right, Stylus? Recently. So, if something has a collab with Azure Lane, especially nowadays, you can imagine the level of ecchi of this thing. So yeah, I don't know what to think. As Flavin pointed out, game adaptation. We all know, we all are quite aware that game adaptations are shit. Almost every single time. Game adaptations are most likely shit. For you always should expect them to be bad, because if they are good, that will be actually the surprise. But given that, I don't know, for some reason I feel like this one specifically will not be that bad. I don't know, for some reason that I cannot put my finger on. I feel like this one specifically will not have a garbage adaptation. And I don't know why. Every single thing that I learned throughout my many years as a weeb tells me game adaptations should be treated as shit first and foremost. But something is just telling me maybe. Maybe for some reason this one will not be one of those. And I don't know why, maybe because the animation looks good. Usually game adaptations already start off by not having good animations, but this one looks decent. Given, this is the game adaptation of a big ecchi game. If they didn't make a good animation for, you know, display the great qualities of Riza and the other girls, it would be a waste of resources. So yeah, I don't know. Something tells me it will not be that bad. From what I got in the collab, it seems that Riza and her friends use alchemy to restore the world. Well, she was saying in the trailer that she wants to go in an adventure. She wants to go in the Balkan. I guess we probably should try to read the synopsis at least, right? Risa Notalier follows the story of a stout Raiseling, a girl. Raiseling, that's how you pronounce her name. A girl living on Korken Island in search of adventure. Yeah, she just wants to have a good time. She discovers an abandoned rowboat on the summer day and sets on the mainland with her friends Masslink Land and Morgan Tengtao. What the fuck are those names? Along the way, Risa meets an alchemist Volmir Empel and his companions Desirum Lila, which sets her on the path of learning alchemy and her intertwining adventures, and so she discovers the truth about her home. Amazing, I guess. Yeah, fine. Well, it's again, it sounds like just the power fantasy JRPG stuff plot being adapted into an anime, right? It's a game, man. It's a game. I shouldn't be giving so much thought. It's a freaking game adaptation. I should know game adaptation should not be good. I don't know why I feel like this one will be different. They are never different. They always try to be different and they never are. We are always being fooled by these people. The anime industry does not know how to properly promote a game. Especially it's a freaking JRPG. Their JRPGs are long as fuck. How they plan on adapting that into 12 episodes? I should not be thinking straight. I am getting crazy, man. I want to say this will be this. No. No, it will not. I refuse. I will not be. Blinded by those ties. Those ties will not fool me. Oh, they are great ties. Yes, they are great ties, but that's it. It's a game adaptation, and I will not be fooled by the hot ties of the main girl. I really hope I am wrong. Honestly, I really hope this one becomes the one game adaptation that is good. But I am a man of science. I am a man of numbers. I am a man of exact science. And if I learn something during my many years as a weeb, is that game adaptations are bad. They are almost always bad, and we should always expect them to be trash. So I will stand my position, I will stand my ground, I will say this will be trash. Not even the amazing ties and animations of this thing will be able to save it. Again, I really hope I'm wrong. But yeah, next. Helk. I think I read this one. What was this one again? While humanity celebrates the defeat of the Demon King by the hands of the lone hero, the denizens of the hero world prepare to contest of a lifetime. A tournament to decide who will inherit the title of oh my god! Demon King, the tournament arc. Now, 2 months later, the tournament has been proceeding smoothly. Okay, I almost thought they were going to tell me that the tournament was over. No, don't do that. We need the tournament arc. Well, other than the fact that the favorite to come out on the top is the human hero Hulk. With a smile and a wave, he easily bests his demonic competition. That's an ideal, I guess. While loudly proclaiming his hatred for humans. Though he calls for the destruction of humanity, the truth is that he lies behind his terrific fate and remains a mystery. Doubtful of Hulk's intentions, Red Vamiriu, one of the 4 heavenly kings who oversee the realm of the demons together, seeks to uncover what the hero is truly after. With the title of Demon King at stake, the fate of the demon world restores the shield. Okay, so this is another Yusha becomes part of the Demon King's army. How many of these we have at this point? This is what? The 3rd one, the 4th one? Yep, it's another one of these. Okay. Well, the animation at least looks nice. I will give it that. The animation looks decent. Now, about... that trailer didn't tell me shit. We need to see another one. I guess the only other one we have is this one. Okay, this is a little bit longer.
魔王が倒された。改めて言いた。名はヘルク。
Nice punch.
人間の勇者でございます。
Appreciate the nice punch. Nice punch. Yes, the Ningen Yusha.
諦めちゃダメだ。俺はヘルク。よろしく。ヘルク、お前の行動次第で。では、お前にとっても人間どもを始末する。
Man, the animation for this thing looks nice enough. Man, the animation of this thing looks good. It's I don't know. It's weird. Because this is a plot that we had already many times. It's just in a different shape. We have tournament arc this time instead of being just the demon, the hero joining. I don't know, the kingdom while it's destructed because of his own fault and stuff like that. But man, this is a plot we already had so many times, and it's not like it was 12. It's not like it was 100 times. It's not like Isekai. It's 2-3 times, but this is 2-3 times too many. I feel like this specifically becoming a trend is not something that should happen. And it's something that I feel probably will be the first here. Honestly, after seeing the animation looks good. The plot, the anime at least looks like it will be funny. But overall, I feel like this will be so mid. I feel like it will just be one more out of many others trying to do the exact same kind of plot. And it will end up just being something that no one will really care about. That's honestly the impression I have. Even though I found the animation to be good, honestly, I don't. I feel like this will be just it will just exist in the season. Part of me also hopes I'm wrong, because this one looks good, okay? Okay, next one. Undead Girl Murder Fire. Oh, fucking Christ, this one. I remember the plot of this one. Is a murder mystery about a detective searching for the murder of a vampire. In the 19th century, of course. A vampire's wife is murdered, and the detective known as Cage User is called to solve the crime. But there's more to the detective as the curtain bird cage he carries. After all, when solving a case involving a monster, it might just take one to know one. Oh my god, this sounds so fucking miserable. Ahead. We have ahead. Wow, ahead.
1年ほど前に首から下をなくしましてね。
地獄で閻魔に面会し、賄賂使うてご。あなたが敵を終える領主に。
Okay. The synopsis tells me this is a mystery. The trailer tells me this is a battle thing. Which one is which? What's the truth? I don't know. I know one thing also from my many years as a weeb. If the plot involves vampires, 99% of chance it will be trash. Honestly, other than Hellsing and Vanitas, I don't think there is a single vampire-based anime that is good. At least one that trying to be serious. If you go for the comedy ones, no, there are a lot of they are good, but the ones that try to be serious, that's another story, man. That's another story. Anyway, as this thing tries to sound like a mystery, but the trailer was basically just battle, I feel like this is trash. I feel like this is trash. I am the mystery guy, you know. I love my mystery stories, and I always get pissed when a mystery that I want to watch decides to not be a mystery. You know, the detective is already dead. Stuff like that. So, I will already just go ahead and say, yeah, you will probably be miserable. Actually, maybe not even trash. Maybe this one is also mid. Nah, I will give you the trash value for now. Maybe fine, you know, the animation was okay. Maybe they managed to make the mystery. The problem is mystery involving supernatural stuff never is good. That's it. Mystery with supernatural stuff is always shit. Because the base concept of mystery, of a mystery novel, for example, is that the reader, in this case the viewer, should be also able to speculate on stuff. If you include supernatural stuff, that goes out of the window. They destroy the basic concept because you cannot predict something based on the fact that any kind of supernatural bullshit might happen because the plot can allow it. So yeah, no, I will leave you in trash, really. Next one. Oh my fucking god, you, right. This one. This one here is Love Live the Isekai. You did not hear me wrong. This is an Isekai spin-off of Love Live. The idols are now casters. I have no freaking idea of which Love Live because I never went down that rabbit hole and I never plan on doing so. But from the doujins I read, I can tell. Yeah, I do recognize some of these characters. And yeah, it's Love Live the Isekai. I don't know if they will sing. Maybe they will not even sing. Who knows? But yeah, this thing is definitely a fever dream that someone had at some point in Sunrise, and for some reason they decided to adapt it. What I expect from this thing? Absolute trash. Of course I expect this to be absolute trash. I don't even think about it. We had many occurrences of idol stuff mixed with magic in prior seasons, and they always end up being either mid or just complete garbage. So yeah, Love Live the Isekai, you are fucking trash. I will expect you to be freaking trash. But again, Love Live is something made for a specific audience. And the Love Live fanbase will most likely not say this thing is trash. The anime of Monkeizada only. Never in my life I will allow this thing to be the anime of Monkeizada. If you guys make this thing be the anime of Monkeizada, I will not be taking part in Monkeizada this season. But again, given this is Love Live, the specific public, and all of that bullshit, I will allow this thing to be in the bad. Just because I know the fanbase will still love it independently of what this thing tries to do. But over this, not knowing hell, I refuse to allow this thing to go over to final or anything like that. Just only over my dead body. Alright, now the next... Oh my god! Finally! Tempo. Tempo, my friends, if you don't know what Tempo is the other manga made by the same guy that writes, draws, and makes the plot, of course, of Gran Blue. This is another story made by the absolute comedic genius that is the creator of Gran Blue. This one is more focused on the ecchi part than the comedy per se. Like, I mean, Gran Blue has a lot of ecchi. We all know Gran Blue has a lot of ecchi. But this one is more focused on the ecchi. The comedy is still here. The comedy will never escape this thing. But as much as Yori had bad luck with woman in Gran Blue, the main guy for this thing has kinda good luck with woman. And the entire plot is just a guy that had a really terrible luck with woman when he was small, and he goes to become a monk here. Kaname was told to his father no one can live life alone, but he surely wants to be alone. After all, his father sure wasn't saying it with the best of intentions, because his father was telling, go fuck my child. And Akimitsu has no desire to become like that creep, but when a chance encounters with a young woman leaves him with dogs that are too impure, he decides to do what he must, become a Buddhist monk and renounce worldly ways. But the temple he decides to devote himself to is full of women. And the same young woman is there too. What the guy will do? That's the plot. My guy don't want to be tempted by the sins of meat. And so he decides to become a monk. But the sins of meat are in the temple with him. And that's everything we need to know. And we can elaborate. And if you watch the Grand Blue, you can think by yourself already where this can lead. And it's just the absurdity of comedy. The pinnacle of comedy, as always. This is scored way low in the tier here. People probably are not aware this thing exists. Now we are in the big league. Tempuru plus vending machine. Only the big guys fighting. But yeah. Now Tempuru is one that I will unironically say that for freaking sure this thing will be one of the best of the season. This thing will be the comedy of the season. This one is that one anime that people will start after this season starts will be the one anime that people will start talking like crazy. The same way that Skip was in the last season, people will realize, oh my god, this exists and it's amazing. That's everything that I expect the Temple will do. Alright. Next one. Oh, fuck that one. This is another anime being made in the season by Studio Go Hands. Because God has forsaken us and allowed these people to actually make 2 animes in a single season. And this one is interesting. Also, let me just show you that this was made by Studio Go Hands. It's amazing how you can tell by the art style that this thing was made by the Go Hands and by the camera angles. They cannot not make something like this. They are forced. I think they have in the contract saying the animation studio that if you don't make at least 3 stupidly overcomplicated camera angles during the animation, you are fired. There must have something like that. Oh yeah, and there is a giant cat. Man, this is, I hate the camera so much. So here's the thing. It's another anime that Studio Go Hands is making this season that I had some kind of expectation. The underdog of the season. No, the undercat of the season. I'm so funny. But yeah. The giant cat guy that will take care of the drunk lady. I have the same mixed feelings that I have for the glasses girl here. I feel like this one has potential to be really funny or at least really absurd. But it's being made by Studio Go Hands. So at the same time, this thing might be funny. This thing probably will also make me try to puke thanks to the camera. So I don't know. This one is another one that I feel like will be... I will not be able to say where this thing is going. At least sounds funny. I mean, the trailer looks funny if we ignore the camera. From what I could gather from the plot of this thing is basically this lady rescued the cat when he was, you know, the baby cat. And then the cat decided to overgrow, to become tall as a human. And I only heard the lady calling the cat darling in the trailer. So I am really scared that they actually married each other. And I really hope I am not right about that part. And I pray to God that I am wrong about that, honestly. But yeah. Because the funny giant cat doing house stuff, oh, it's like the Yakuza husband, but more stupid. The funny cat husband doing funny stuff, no, that I don't want to get into that furry shit, you know me? You know, do you understand me, man? I don't want to get into that furry shit. But yeah, this one is on the pinnacle of fine here because I feel it can either be really funny or really disgusting because of Studio Go Hands. So it'll be right under the glasses girl because Go Hands must stay together. They must handshake themselves. God, I hate them so much. But now for what? Anastasia Musou. Oh my god, another one of these. Yeah, right. Isekai. One day, Earth's gods of destiny, the god Dar, the chief god, had a bet. The god of destiny lost and chose 10 mediocre souls to hand over. To those 10 souls, the chief god Rara handed them new vessels. Among these mediocre souls was one salaryman who fought against his destiny to death. How will this man grow from now on? Not the god of destiny, nor the chief god of god, not even the author themselves know. The motherfucker, this piece of shit, this absolute vermin, is trying to imply the plot will be so absurd and the revolution this guy will make is so incredible that not even himself, the author, knows what's going to happen. Fuck you. That's the only thing that I can say. Fuck you. You are writing an isekai. You are not making rocket science. It's just another isekai. It's just not another salaryman going to a isekai and starting a business. That's everything this is. That sounded disgusting.
治癒士と冒険者は仲が悪いんですよ。
Yeah, that's look at boring as fuck. It's just salaryman get isekai and start business. That's the thing. That's the whole premise. Okay, guys, trash or mid? Which one do we think this one goes to? Personally, I'm feeling a mid here. Can you show some respect to the isekai industry? Never in my entire life. You will cut me dead before I show respect to the isekai industry. Good? Okay, Flavin. Mid. Thanks. Man, exactly. I don't feel like people watch this and will really care. People will say, oh, this is trash, this is bad. No, people, it's that one isekai of the salary guy. Which one? That. But which? We have a lot. So, yeah. I don't really know how else to explain because it's just that, the isekai of the salary man. Or maybe they will try to describe us the isekai of the guy that really starts a business. And then again, people will say, which? Because that's just how they are. That's just the creativity of this thing. I feel like this will be just completely forgettable. And so to mid it goes. Next one. AI no Idenshi. The gene of AI. Oh my god, the AIs are even here. The science fiction omnibus depicting a doctor who treats robot and humanoid problems take place in the near future. No near future. Don't even start talking about that. When humanoids and artificial intelligence account for 10% of the population. See here? This is the dystopian future that awaits us. The main character, Dr. Sudo Hikaru, this is a pseudo doctor, pseudo scientist, also has the uncover name Bukatit. What? Under which he secretly takes illegal medical procedures. For example, for a man who inadvertently infected his humanoid wife with a computer virus when illegally backing up her data, Sudo proposed an operation to rewrite her memory using backup data. Could an existing replace the backup data? What? The fuck did I just read? That honestly sounded so bad.
どこか具合の悪い核のコピーは犯罪だ。だから病院に行かず、あんたに頼んでるんだ。
しないでくださいよ。割り切れる手。
迎えた世界。一つ目。俺が人だったら。
名前はパーマです。
What the?
まだ私を探してるの？僕の名前はパーマです。
Hello, Pama. I like it, Pama. I will watch this entire for fun.
それだけだよ。
待ってください。
This one is a sci-fi show that is really trying too much to be going on with the trends. I know that AI is the new hot shit, and AI will be the reason why us as a species will decline and go extinct. But, my dude, I feel like you are trying way too much to jump into that boat. Okay, this one is strange. Never gonna watch it. Yeah, this one felt just weird, really. Feel like just something that someone put together after playing Detroit Become Human, but they didn't have much idea of how exactly to put it together. That's the impression that I got from this thing. I feel like this will be complete mid. I feel like this will be an anime that no one will remember. I feel like this will even be the top of mid. This will be the mid anime of this season. The anime that not a single creature in this in God's blue-green earth will think for a second that existed. Just try to go in the trends, man. They try to jump in the AI trend, but they don't know how. Okay, next one. Okashi na Tensei. Oh yeah, this one is the isekai with the guy that got isekai and start making desserts. Yep. Promise Patissier meets the demise and leaves the world without having achieving his dream, making the world great pastry, and he achieves a new genes and incarnates and the older. Yeah, basically that. He's just a patissier in the isekai. The patissier isekai. The fuck was that? Oh, this is supposed to be a food anime. Why the food does not look good? Oh, of course. We also have the predators because we always need the predator onism for the shoulder character. Okay, the fight looks good. Forget what I was saying. The fight looks good. Okay, so patissier, but also with stupid isekai powers. If the thing was entirely focused on the sweets, I would think this would be a great anime. But I can tell already that this thing will be focusing on stupid isekai bullshit as always, and they will have the sweets also going on as a factor. Which means this thing will be trash. I only respect isekais that go for different stuff like this when they focus entirely on the different stuff. Like the pharmacy isekai. The pharmacy isekai was 100% focused entirely on the medical part of the thing, and I found it amazing because of that. This one clearly tries to focus also in magic bullshit of adventure instead of just focusing on the pages. Patrices, I don't know how to pronounce it. The candy, the sweets. So yeah, fuck you. Shokugeki Isekai Poggers. If Shokugeki was only about the Patrices, I don't know how to say the fucking thing. I don't know English, okay? Here. Where is the text? I need the text. Patissier. No, patissier is the title of the motherfucker. Pastry. It's a pastry. I know English, okay? I know pastry. But yeah, I will give them my benefit of the doubt for this one. If it focus more on the pastries than on the bullshit generic isekai stuff of magical powers, adventure, killing monsters, and whatnot, I will say this thing will be fine. Not good because I can tell they will not focus only on the pastries. They will try to focus on the isekai generic part also. If they focus more on the isekai part than in the pastries, this will be trash. That's the main point here. He goes on adventures to get more ingredients. Also, it's the what was the name again? The camp cooking isekai. If you are honestly, Flavian, if you are right, if the plot be exactly that, he's only going adventures because he wants to get the ingredients to make the pastries, then I will honestly give it a good scoring. I'm saying no, you know what, you are fine at least. But looks good, right? Yeah, the food looks good. The animation look at meh. Just made it up. I know you made it up, but I hope you are right. Okay, anyway, let's go for the next one. The second season of this garbage. Spy Classroom is an anime that I watched it entirely. I've regretted watching it, and then I wondered to myself, how the fuck you managed to get another season? If this season decides to make this storytelling actually make sense in contrast with the original season, then it will probably be better. Because the entire bullshit of the first season of telling the main story in the first 3 episodes and going for flashbacks for 8 episodes and going for another story for the last 3 was disgusting. It was really, really, really disgusting. I just realized I'm not showing you guys anything. Here. It's my classroom. If you watch the last season, the winter season, you know what the hell Spy Classroom is. It's not anything that you want to watch on. It's one. It feels like one of those animes that would have been really popular if it had came out on 2010, because it's an anime that clearly only exists because it's trying to sell out the waifus. But animes like that don't really work anymore nowadays. So it just feels kind of cringy. And if they don't try to even make the story be good, it just looks even worse by the end of that. Giving a review of only the first season that I watched already, this thing will be trash. Try better. Next one, Ayaka. A story of bound and wounds. Yanagi Yukito is an orphan who one day encounters an eccentric disciple of his father's. Oh, I think I remember reading about this one. The strange man takes him to his birthplace on Ayakajima, made up of 7 islands where mysterious beings called Mitama and dragons are rumored to reside. Mysterious beings called Mitama and dragons! The fucking dragons! You know dragons? The dragons, that. You know, that they are there. Then Yukito meets his father's 2 other disciples, who protect the harmony of Ayakajima, which soon threatens to collapse. Uh-huh? Sounds like something.
ああ、またこの人と深く関われない自分はきっとここの方が落ち着け。ようこそあやかしへ。どうも。ユキトの父親。師匠は俺にとっても父親みたいなもんだから。
My god, they look like a boy
な
band.
るほど。
My god, they look like a boy band. So my god, you are a boy band. This is a male idol anime in disguise. This must be a male idol anime in disguise. There is no way. There is no actual way.
やるしか。
I can see the Fujoshis already, man. I can see the Fujoshis going absolutely nuts for this one. Honestly, mid as fuck. The plot just sounded like yes. The trailer sounded like yes. The characters look like Fujoshi bait. This one looks like mid as fuck, man. I don't feel like anyone will remember about this anime. I don't feel like even when it's airing, anyone will talk about this one. Next one, Mononogatari second season. I didn't expect this thing to get a second season. Well, given I didn't watch the first season for more than 1 episode. What was the score for the first one? 7.2, which is better than what I would have expected. Am I skipping something? Okay, no. Okay, Mononogatari second season. I don't know what to expect because I only watched 1 episode. I didn't think people enjoyed this enough to have another season. At least I know I didn't. So I don't know where to throw it. The first season came out in the winter season of this year, Flavin. It was one of the mid animes of the winter season because the winter season was a complete piece of garbage. Nothing good was airing on that season, basically. So everything that was not, I don't know, Onimai and the new Trigon and some other specific stuff went completely under the radar for most people. No one remembered this thing existed. Bad. I mean, I guess it's fine, right? People like it enough to have a second season. I guess it's fine. And the score for the first season is not that bad. I know I didn't enjoy, but I mean, who am I to tell? I only watched 1 episode. I shouldn't judge it like that. Next one. Oh yeah, this one. Level Maoto Wanru Muyusha. The plot of this thing is that the hero party defeated the Demon King, I think that 10 years ago. Yeah, 10 years ago. And then the Demon King starts to slowly recover his powers in the form of this blob-looking motherfucker. And she goes to search for the hero that defeated her because she wanted to, revenge and stuff like that. But the hero became a hikikomori. He just stays in his room all day doing absolutely nothing. And the Demon King decides to go live together with him in order to make him go back to his proper ways so that they can actually have the proper battle. That's the plot. The anime by itself looks really funny. You see this kind of art, you see, okay, this looks really stupid. So the expectation here is that this might be fun to watch. Not amazing, but entertaining to say the least.
なんだお前。
もっとよく学ばねばならん。こうなればペーパーのその未練、私が今ここで断ち切って差し上げます。
That was a waste of a beauty bottle if I ever saw one. Yeah, well, the anime sounds like it will be funny, but at the same time, it gives that vibe. I know some people will agree with me. It gives off that kind of vibe of something that will try so far, and in the end, nothing even matters. It gives off that vibe of, okay, this will be funny, but not that much. Like, I will be able to enjoy some episodes, but at the same time, I feel like it will be trying way too much to be comedy. I don't know. I feel like this will be an anime that will have its moments, to say the least. But I feel like it has the potential to be really funny. So, I guess I think it might be fine. Might be fine. Let's say it's fine. Okay, next one. Sinduality Noir. That's a name, alright. The year is 2222. It has been years since Tears of the New Moon. A mysterious rain poured and wiped out almost the entirety of the human race. Of course, it's a post-apocalyptic bullshit. The poisonous rain gave birth to deformed creatures devouring humans, and humanity fled from the danger. As means to survive, the humans then built an underground haven, Amasia, in this newly built dystopian city. In the pursuit of maintaining their existence, they run into an artificial intelligence named Magus, which was just casually underground, just the casual underground AI, because fucking why not? Not knowing how things will work between them, the story is how humans and AI coinciding and trying to find the truth begins. Another anime trying to hop on the AI bullshit trend. Okay. But this one looks like something that will not see the light of day. Oh my fuck, we are already starting with CG. Okay, the CG at least is not bad, right? It's something. It's something. Okay, we just got 5 different shots of this girl going to sleep. I mean, the trailer didn't tell me shit. We have another one, we have another 2, okay. That's the teaser, the probably is better one. No, actually it's not. I don't know what to think about you. The only thing you told me is that you were an anime that is trying to make the guys in the anime want to be try to be friends with the mysterious AI that was underground for some fucking reason. And that mankind has declined as always because post-apocalyptic bullshit is everything that you always find by the bottom of the anime season always. Man, sounds mid. Sounds really mid. I don't think anyone will watch this thing, and people that watch will not remember about it. last two. The next one here is a new season of Bang Dream, which is, for those that don't know, a rhythm gacha game. There is no synopsis. We don't even know if this is a sequence from any other. Yeah, we don't know shit. Okay. Okay, I don't even know if I want to score this one, if I must be honest. I mean, sure, we are here already. We might as well. Bang Dream, it's an anime made for a specific public, and only people from that specific public will watch this anime ever. So it's not like it can be bad or trash, since only specific people watch and they will always like what they are seeing. So I guess it's fine. Yeah, I will guess it's fine. Okay, last one. Yami Shibai 11. How in the fuck this thing is not over yet? This thing lost its fun after the second season. The first season was the only really good season. The second one had at least, I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 good jump scares. And every single season after that is just disgusting of bad. So yeah, I really don't understand how the freak Yami Shibai managed to still be going after so long. I think the first season from what? 2015 maybe? But yeah, based on everything that I already watched, you are trash, my man. You are complete trash. Every single season after the second one is complete trash. And that's it, actually. We are done already. We saw everything. Let's reorganize stuff now. Let's think here. Starting from the top area, the best animes of this season. Bleach, you can come all the way here now. You are free to come back. Best anime of this season. Man, this is actually bad. If you look at here, the best ones are not that amazing. I honestly think that we are leaving the best season of the year already. I don't think the last season of the year will actually be able to match everything that we had now on April. I feel like just Oshinoko and Skip to Loafer by themselves will carry this entire year in the back. I don't feel like anything else will come out to be as strong as them. But yeah, reorganizing. I will leave Mushoku in the back here just because I didn't watch Mushoku. So my expectation is that Temple will be the best thing in this entire season just because how funny it is. Monhyaku will probably be the second one as the original. Bleach has great potential to be the third one. Mushoku probably will be the fourth. And this thing, which is obviously here for serious reasons, not because it's a joke, it will be just not close enough. You know, we are trying to be gentle with the other ones. We know this thing will actually stomp everything here. But we are trying to just, you know, be nice. Say these guys have a chance to be as good as the Jihanki one. Of course, they will not be, but we are trying to be okay with them. Now for the good stuff. I honestly left you up here, right? I forgot about this. Yeah, I feel like it will be something like this. Yeah. Some Rurouni Kenshin, as objectively speaking, as only an anime, will most likely be the best of the good stuff, close to the best of the season. Jujutsu again probably will not be that great because it's a flashback arc, which usually is not that something that amazing. Now I'm just realizing that I basically stacked every single cute romance show by them close to each other in the good here now. This one is the marriage couple where the girl is trying to remember, is learning how to be happy. I feel like it would be really wholesome at all. The second season of the Dark Lord and the Sassy Maid will be also probably be really cute. Horimiya, again, it's going a little bit farther down just because I don't really enjoy animes based entirely on side stories. Happy Sugar Life, honestly, actually. Sugar Apple Fairy Tail, Sugar Apple Fairy Tail. Sugar Life is another thing. Sugar Happy Fairy Tale. Maybe it's not. It's too high. I feel like maybe this is too high. I feel like this second season will not be as good as the first one. Yeah, I feel like the second season will not be as good as the first one. So you go down, and honestly, I will bring the Pichika Senpai up. Let's change you guys like this. I feel like the Pichika Senpai is right here because I feel like the Pichika Senpai will be really funny at least. Then this one, the romance from the glasses girl, which I really hope Gohan's does not just completely obliterate. And then the ecchi boy of the guy is resolving everything with games, which has the potential to be good if the games are interesting. Now for the fine, the best fine stuff we have here. Honestly, I will say the best find will probably be this shonen gory stuff. I believe in the potential this thing has. I want to believe it will be more than it presents itself to be, as at least thanks to being a shonen. After that, Bungo stays here. Given the arc they are adapting and how much they will adapt in the season, I feel like Bungo might have enough potential to be decent this time instead of being like every other season since the last two. Uh, Masamune is weird. Again, Masamune, I'm still confused about why exactly they made a new anime for Masamune. I will say Masamune should probably go down a little bit more. I guess Sugar Apple Tail can come here. The tsundere girlfriend and the stupid boyfriend should stay here. I guess Masamune would be here. And I guess Bang Dream deserves to be here just because of the player base. This thing has potential to be really funny, so it's not that low. Ataraka Osama goes here because I don't have any expectations for Ataraka Osama to be good. It's just miserable thanks to the animation of the studio. The second season of Mononogatari, I have no fucking idea. I didn't watch the first season enough to know this. And then we have the drunk lady and the cat, which I also really hope that Gohan just doesn't fuck up monstrally. For the bad, we have the edgy students with the swords, the fate that is not fate, and the love life isekai. I say this order is exactly as it should be. The worst of the bad will be this, and then fate will be just miserable, and love life is just here because of love life. Trash, obviously, the king of trash of this season will be Rent a Girlfriend. There is no doubt about that. But other than this, I will leave you in the bottom here. After this, the biggest trash will be Yamishibai because Yamishibai should be over 9 seasons ago. Then Princess, no, Spy High School probably here. The vampire bullshit here. Atelier Riza, I am still trying to believe that it will be actually decent, even though it's an anime made from a game. So I will try to leave it in the not the trashiest of them all, which means it's the best of them. And then we have the patissier guy, which can be good or can be shit, depending entirely of how they try to focus the making of the sweet. And finally, the mid, the AI bullshit, which just looked weird in the anime. These two, for sure, will be even more mid than the other ones because no one will remember they exist. I feel like you have kind of some possible potential, and this one is the only one that I truly believe might not be mid. Okay, that's it. Very good, very nice. Now, for those that don't remember or didn't know, what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna save this, and after the season is over, we're gonna have another stream going back here and reorganizing stuff. That one will be the proper ranking this season. This one is just the speculations. We're gonna have a proper ranking of this season in here in the next 3 months. We're gonna come back to this one and look at it and see if we got everything right, if we got everything wrong, what we got right, and what was wrong after all. Having said that, next week we also gonna have a stream for the spring season, going back on the stream we had 3 months ago to check everything that I got right or wrong. And other than that, I plan on doing 2 more streams this week here on the YouTube channel just to compensate the fact that we didn't have new videos. So on Wednesday, I plan on doing best husband of the season tier list, and on Friday the best waifu of the season. That's the idea for now. And yeah, that's basically everything, guys. That's the conclusion we got to. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope the discussion was good. I hope you got some good memes out of this. I hope you remember to do the Yahoo Popo for this one. And yeah. Thank you everyone that came by to watch. Hope you enjoyed. I don't think I gave my best opinions on some of these. I still need to get myself back pumping into the streaming energy, okay? It's been a month. I need to retrain myself. I need to reorganize my energy. So yeah, I feel like I was not that much energetic in some part of this thing, but I feel like we still managed to do everything fine. So if you enjoyed it, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Help me out. As I said already, we're gonna have another 2 streams this week, most likely on Wednesday and Friday. And other than that, for videos, proper videos, only God knows. Metatsu, my editor, is currently taking care of one video that I had an idea before I went to trip, but I had no idea how to edit it, so I kind of lost the video in the limbo with the script and the audio. Just this week I realized, oh yeah, I should probably have given Metatsu that to edit while I was out. And I should have, because we would have gotten a video this week. This month, but I didn't. So we have a video in the making. I also writing a script for another video that I plan to make, which will be talking about Kizuna no Lil, that abomination that was based on Kizuna Ai, which had a second season announced today, for my complete disgrace. So yeah, we have videos in the making. When they are coming out, I have no idea. The one that Metatsu is making is a complicated one because the editing for that thing is weird. We don't have much. It's a really abstract thing to make. It's funny, but it's really abstract. The Kizuna no Lil one, hopefully it will be out in the next 2 weeks if I'm lucky enough. But I also have some problems because I need to study, because I have the Japanese proficiency test this next Sunday. So I need to, spend some time studying, because I don't want to go there to not get my certificate after paying to make the test. And the next week after that, I have 2 cold days of the weekend going to anime conventions. So this July is a complicated month for me, as the Brazilian weeb that I am. But we're gonna work out. Everything work out in the end. Always work out. We always manage to work out. Even if the video talking about the season in 5 minutes comes out before the Kizuna no Lil video, that one will come out eventually. Well, that's everything, right? Yeah. Thank you guys for coming. Hope you enjoyed. I also am really happy that we managed to make this thing a bit shorter than the usual. Being a little bit well prepared before starting the stream is really a blessing that I should probably adhere to more times. But yeah, my name is Wiki. I'm the Weeb, as you can see in the title of the YouTube channel, and I hope you enjoyed this thing out. So now, people, thanks for coming, and if you excuse me, I will go grab dinner before it turns into midnight here for me. Bye guys, and I hope to see you guys Wednesday with the Husbando tier list. Adios.